What's up guys and welcome back to the channel. We have had an important update in the GGPI Polestar merger in the past few days, where it looks as if we finally have a date for the merger to take place after the date of the stockholders special meeting has been revealed. And this will be the main focus of this video, but I will also discuss why I think Polestar is great value right now and compare Polestar to its rivals such as Tesla, Lucid and even NIO. If you enjoy this type of video, please smash the like button and help me make this the most successful GGPI Polestar video that I have made to date. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I will be making update videos as we get more news. Now let's get into today's video. So for a little bit of background about the company, GGPI Gores Guggenheim went public with its IPO in March 2021. The firm is backed by serial entrepreneur billionaire Alec Gores and the Guggenheim Investment Group. If you're not familiar with Gores or the Guggenheim Investment Group, these have a long history and track record of investing in and operating businesses. Back in September, Gores Guggenheim announced its plans for a reverse merger with the EV maker Polestar. Polestar is a global pure-play premium electric vehicle company based in Sweden with the mission to produce progressive electric performance cars designed and engineered without compromise. They say that they are design-focused, electric performance car brand harnessing refined performance and cutting-edge technology. And Polestar is backed by the Volvo Car Group and Geely Automotive, but also has support from celebrities such as Hollywood actors Leonardo DiCaprio and Oscar Isaac. So over the past couple of months it has been very quiet for GGPI stock, which had recently seen the share price drop back into the $10 range, down from its 52-week high of over $16, but we have known for a long time that the merger is expected to take place in the first half of this year, which leads us on to the latest news. Although there has been no official announcement from either Gores Guggenheim or Polestar yet, if we look at the recent SEC filings for Gores Guggenheim, we can see that earlier this week on March 28th, the company filed the form F4A. So looking at this form, we can see that this is the fourth amendment to the form F4 that we have had so far, and this form is filed in relation to registration of securities by foreign issuers. Now this is a very long form, it looks to be hundreds of pages, but there is a very important section just here. Notice of stockholders special meeting to be held 2022. Now there is no date issued on this form, which I think is a bit unusual. Instead there is a URL link which brings you to a website, and we can see that here. The special meeting of stockholders for 2022 is set for Monday, May 16th. So this is a huge date for shareholders. Now this is the fourth amendment to this form, and this will need to be accepted by the SEC, but then the shareholders meeting will take place and there will be a vote to approve the merger. I fully expect that there will be no issue with this, and as long as the merger is approved, the merger could take place as soon as the following day. With this meeting scheduled for a Monday, I would fully expect that Polestar will be a Nasdaq listed during that week. So I'll be keeping an eye on GGPI's SEC filings over the coming weeks to stay up to date with every development that comes this way. As I said a moment ago, GGPI has been very quiet over the past few weeks and the share price has dropped down from its high point. So naturally enough, there is a lot of negative comments from people who clearly do not understand just how far ahead of most EV companies that Polestar really is. So I have compiled this short list just comparing Polestar to some of its closest rivals. I've included NIO here because NIO will be rivaling Polestar in the European and Asian markets. Polestar is by far the lowest valued of these companies with an enterprise valuation of just $22 billion, but Polestar is miles ahead of most EV companies. Now I've left out a lot of other EV companies here, such as Chinese companies like Xpeng, because this will not be competing with Polestar on a global scale, or the likes of Fisker or Mullen Automotive, because these do not yet have any EVs on the market in comparable years. So despite the low valuation, Polestar have sold far more vehicles than Lucid or Rivian in 2021, and the projections for 2022 show that gap to be widening even more. Now this is not me trying to disrespect any of these other EV companies, these are just the facts. And whereas supply issues and scaling up production could severely impact Lucid, Rivian and NIO, Polestar are in a unique position due to their relationship with Volvo and Geely Automobile. Scaling up production will not be an issue given the scale that Geely are already operating at. During 2021, Geely sold a total of 1.3 million units. If you want to support my work and help me grow my channel, then check out my Patreon, where you can support my work and get access to when I find these new opportunities for only a fraction of the cost of something like Netflix. During 2021, I posted about several stocks that made huge gains, and I will be adding far more to this during 2022. And in terms of valuation, the Polestar deal will be supported by cash proceeds of around $800 million from Gores Guggenheim and includes a PIPE or private investment in public equity of $250 million from top-tier institutional investors. Now, because Polestar is not yet a public company until the merger is complete, we do not have a set of financial statements to look at, but the financial overview is also part of the March 2022 investors presentation. They have recorded estimated revenue of $1.4 billion for 2021 and expect $3.1 billion this year, with $17.6 billion expected in revenue by 2025. I did a video in the past 2 weeks looking at NIO's 2021 financials, and NIO recorded revenues of $1.5 billion for 2021. So although NIO is still far ahead of Polestar in terms of deliveries, the revenue figures are actually pretty close. And the company is expecting to hit break-even levels next year and turn profitable by 2024. Again, comparing this with rivals such as Lucid, Tesla and NIO, we can see just how favorably Polestar is in comparisons to these. Looking at the charts over the past few weeks, we can see that GGPI stock hit rock bottom on March 15th, and like a lot of other stocks, has been on an upward trend ever since then. The price movement has been positive, and we are seeing consecutive higher highs and higher lows, and volume for the stock is quite low right now, but once we have a press release confirming the date of the shareholders meeting, I fully expect for there to be a lot of interest in this stock again. And I expect to see the share price increase rapidly as this gets closer and closer to the merger date. As always, this is not financial advice and I am not a financial advisor. My videos should be viewed for entertainment purposes. I highly recommend investing only money that you can afford to, and always do your own due diligence when investing. So guys, what do you think about Polestar, and what do you expect in the coming weeks as we draw closer to the shareholders meeting? If you found any value in this video, smash the like button and drop me a comment. I'll be making update videos as soon as we get more news, so if you're new, subscribe to the channel and I'll catch you in the next update video.